How much money do you need to have as a green card winner? Now, in this video, I'm going to be presenting to you how much money you need to have after winning the green card. So, today, in this video, I'm going to be bringing to you how much money you need to have as a green card lottery winner. I'm going to give you the total amount of money it costs and the breakdown and the various ways in which this money is going to be spent. So welcome to my YouTube channel today, viewers. If you're very new to my channel, I want to plead on you to subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you very much for coming back to watch this beautiful video that I'm bringing to you. And if you're still thinking about subscribing, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. And if you like my video, please make sure you give me a like. And please don't forget to comment below. You can ask your questions in the comment section below because I am here to answer your questions and here to clarify your doubt. So back to business. Before wasting any of your time, today's video we are looking at how much money you need to have as a green card lottery winner. Okay, now the first thing to understand is that the diversity visa lottery is, of course, is a free. It's free. It's free in the sense that now there are two things involved during the application and after application. Now, during the application, of course, it's a free process for you to apply. The small money you pay someone to apply for you, maybe in a cyber or maybe at an office for the visa or for the application itself, it is not the cost because the American government or does not charge you any franc for applying for the diversity visa lottery. That's something you need to understand. Second, after the application, after you have been granted as winner or you have been selected, what next? There is a cost which comes now after you have been selected. And that's the question we are going to be answering in this video today. We are going to be looking at those costs, how much it costs you. So like I said, if you're very new to my channel, hit the subscribe button because your question will be answered in this video. Okay, permit me to use my phone because I want you to understand exactly what I am talking about. Okay, now, after you receive the second notification for interview, what you need to understand is that you have 6 weeks, that's four to 6 weeks to prepare for the interview. That's very nice, right? I know some of you already are about going for interviews. Okay, now, when you go for your interviews, before going for interviews, there's something to do which is called medicals. Now, for those medicals, you have to do your medicals. And the medicals, the medical costs between 400 to 450 US dollars. Remember, we are talking about US dollars. So it depends on how much it is in your country or where you are watching it from. What you need to do is just take the dollars and convert it to your local currency. Then you're going to know how much it's going to cost you for the medicals. And what you need to understand about this medical is that the medical is not done by any doctor. The American government or the Department of State, they have specific physicians or doctors that are in charge of the medicals. So now, no matter where you are doing the medicals, the costs remain the same. For children, it may vary from $200 to $300, depending on the vaccine, that the number of vaccine that these children are going to receive. Okay, now that's fine. Let's keep that as $450. Let's take the highest, $450 for medicals. That's if you are 5 of you, and the 5 of you is going to cost you $450 for one person medicals. Remember, if you are 6 of you, if you are a family of 6, all of you are going to pay this money. You will only vary now for children. If you are single, then $450 is good for you. Okay, now when you go for the interview, that means you have the medicals already. You now go for interviews. After the interviews, you are going to pay during the interviews process. Or when you go to the embassy for the interview, you are going to pay a certain amount of money, which is $330. This is the visa interview fee. This fee is $330, and no matter the age, it remains the same at $330. Now, even if the child is 1 day old, all of you pay equal amount, which is $330 for your interview fee. I call that one interview fee. That's what you pay at the embassy. You pay that one at cash in USDT at your embassy. Remember, when you're going for a visa interview, you have to change this money into dollars, meaning you're going to change this money into dollars, and you're going to have $330 for the visa fee. That's for the interview fee. Okay, now that'll take us to about $770. Yeah, $770. Those are for two things. Now, after that, after the interview, you have been granted the visa. Let me say you have been granted the visa. Now you have been granted the visa. You need an additional money to pay again for the actual card itself. Now, this green card itself, after you have been granted the interview, you have been granted the interview has been successful, and you have been granted the visa, you have 6 months to travel. 6 months to travel. Okay, now you have an option either to pay this money before traveling, or you pay the money after you have arrived America. This money is $220, and it to be printed in America. Now, once you arrive America with your envelope, which you receive from the embassy, once you arrive at the immigration office in America, they're going to receive your envelope, and it's from that envelope that you have the information about your green card. Now, you are going to, if you have paid this money in Cameroon or in your home country, you arrive America, you're not going to pay this money already again. So that's take us to $1,000. Right? Okay, now $1,000. If $1,000, let me say in CFA, if CFA is 670 francs per dollars, meaning $1,000 already is taking us to 670,000 francs. That's what you need already. Now, the next thing which you need is the cost of flight ticket. Yeah, because after receiving your visa at the embassy, what you need to do is to pay a ticket, of course. Now, you need money for your flight ticket, and most flight ticket varies between $800 to about $1,200 to $500 for one-way ticket. Of course, when you win the green card, you're paying one way because you're not coming back. So you're free to pay one-way ticket, because many people always ask that, must you pay the two-way ticket that they say is always advisable to pay for flight? No. When you win the green card, of course, you are going there for a permanent basis. So you have the right to pay for one-way flight ticket. Now, when you pay for this one-way flight ticket, it's about between 800 to 1,500, depending on the season and the time that you pay this money. Okay, now let's consider the flight ticket you pay is $1,200. When you pay this $1,200, add $1,200 to $1,000 which you have before. That takes us to $2,200. Wow, that's so nice. $2,200. You are already in America. Good. Okay, now the next thing to understand is that you have to have a certain cost or a certain amount on you to use in America. Now, how much is that money? That's the question you want to ask, right? How much is that money? How much do you need now in America? How much you need in America is going to depend on the agreement you have with your host. What is the agreement you have with your host? Are you going to live with your host for free? Maybe for 1, 2, 3 months in America for free? Are you going to rent an apartment the moment you arrive in America? Are you going to pay for hotels? All depends on you and your agreement you have with your host. Let me consider that you don't have a host. you don't have a host. Or let me say, okay, let's begin by you have a host. Okay, now if you have a host, depending on the agreement you have your host, maybe you're going to pay the host maybe $500 or $1,000 to live with the host. Now, if you have the host and you are living for free, therefore you can just have a small amount of money on you just for upkeep. That's fine. Now, considering the fact that you don't have a host, what do you need? You need at least $3,000 on you. Now, $3,000 plus $2,200 take us to $5,200. This $3,000 which we are adding is for you to have a better life in US once you arrive, not to be frustrated. Now, once you arrive in America with this $3,000, you are good to go. Because in the $3,000, you can rent an apartment for yourself. You can win. Yeah, you can get a car. You can get a car for yourself. Maybe you can run your day-to-day errands without bothering of a taxi or a cab, stuff like that. So with $3,000, you can get a house, you can pay bills, and you can get a car even before waiting maybe to have a job and to have your social security card, because you cannot just arrive in America and in the first 2, 3, 4 weeks you have the social security card. It always takes some time. So if you're lucky, you can have yours within 6 weeks, within 2 months you have your social security card, which is going to enable you to carry out transactions in America with ease. So take the numbers I've given to you, take the numbers which I've added, which is $5,200. Now, this $5,200 depending on your local currency. In France CFA, like I said, in France CFA, let me just do the rough calculation. Like I said, the current rate for dollars is 670 francs. And now, if you are taking $5,200, you multiply it by $5,200, you see that all what you need to spend or to have on you to have a good life in America as a green card winner is 3.5 million. That's 3,484,000 francs. Can you imagine? So you can calculate this money in your local currency. You say it is a very small amount, because some people actually spend close to 7 to 10 million just to travel to America, which they will not even have documents. But now you playing a green card lottery and win the green card lottery, you have a better chance than somebody that is going out or going on a tourist visa to America. You have better opportunities and better chances because you are going there as a immigrant, as a permanent resident, somebody in America. So if you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to like and comment on my video, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And thank you very much for staying with me up to this time. Hey, I have 4,000 subscribers at this time. I want to say thank you so very much for 4,000 subscribers. And the next target which we are looking is at 4,000 watch hours. Wow. Thank you very much. The community is growing. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for following me on my YouTube channel. Don't forget, this is Turbo Empire TV, and hit the subscribe button for update, because each time I upload, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you very much for watching.